going live.
Coming in order, I'll acknowledge the Smoky Valley. Learn, work, and organize the ancestral traditional legacy of territory of the Smoky people and the adoption of the agenda as presented.
Make a motion, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Second that, Master Mayor.
Those all in favor? Carried. Thank you. Adoption of the July 17th regular meeting council minutes.
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Elliott,
I'll second.
Moved. Any errors or omissions? All in favor? Carried. Thank you. We have no petitions and delegations today. The first one, which is a staff report. It's on some new software. We're going to buy for the finance. Council, Judy.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm here today to speak on behalf of the report and proposal to purchase a new administrative software program for the town called MuniWare. Its software has a lot of the same features as VADM, but also it supports additional applications such as tangible capital assets, purchase orders, and the ability to accept online payments through a secure online portal. In October of 23, staff attended a demonstration of the software. Staff were impressed with the advanced solutions that MuniWare did provide, and it would improve our everyday municipal operations as well as receiving timely customer support. All of the departments, including building and bylaw, would also be included with this program. The current software we have is VADM City, which was purchased 25 years ago. Administrative staff are very frustrated with the software as it has become very cumbersome and no longer user-friendly in keeping up with new technology. Customer support has also been an issue, sometimes taking several weeks to months to have an issue resolved. So I just reference page 8 of the proposal from Catalyst, which shows the cost of entering into the 4-year agreement. The cost for 1 year is $54,000 plus taxes, which includes a one-time fee of $23,000 for implementation, training, data conversion, and migration, as well as the annual license fee of $31,000. The current software we have for 2024, just for the license fee, was $16,000 plus taxes. And although the purchase of the new software is an increased cost to the municipality, staff feel that it is a necessary purchase that would benefit the day-to-day operations and provide staff with a much-needed upgrade in technology.
Judy. Which, so there's 3, we're going to go with the recommended package.
Yes,
Yeah, so
it
look at all the things that this does. It'll replace a bunch of the other software that we're on using, so we'll have a big licensing. At the end of the day, it should be fairly close. Also, this program does integrate with the current website and web mobile app that we use. It's the same company that was the backbone for all of it, so they're all integratable. So really, it'll create a smoother experience for our taxpayers as well as the staff in general. And there's going to be no reason for our staff not to be able to use the software. So right now we have one for the city reporter and all these other things.
building has their own.
This will replace all of that and integrate it all in one, and the one-time fee does. They'll do the migration over. So that it's there.
Sounds like it should have been done a while.
We've been waiting a long time for new software.
I'll make that motion, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah.
For the recommendation is that town spend the amount to purchase the new administrative software, but then no, and in the contract it shows like a 4-year term for the migration training, is that on top of, or should we enter into?
The 23,000 is a one-time, so we will pay that initially, and that includes the migration of the old system into the new one. And then year 2, 3, and 4 are just the cost of the software license itself.
Okay, so the recommendation doesn't say for how long to do the term, the agreement for, so is it to make it, should we go into a 4-year term then? And then that, so can we amend it to go into the 4-year term and that mayor and council be able to sign that?
Yeah, I think that could be. Second.
Second.
Okay. With the amendment, okay, moved. Any last comments? Question all in favor? That is carried, thank you. The next one, I have to recuse myself, so I'm moving this to you, Councilor Willis.
All right, 6.2, 2024 equipment financing authorization, garbage trucks. Recommendation that the council of the town of Princeton authorize up to 25,000 under section 175 of the community charter from the municipal finance authority for the purpose of purchasing a 2009 Freightliner garbage truck for provision of residential garbage collection. And that the council of the town of Princeton authorize up to $10,000 under section 175 of the community charter from the municipal finance authority for the purpose of purchasing a 1994 international garbage truck for provision of residential garbage collection. And that the loan be repaid within 5 years with no rights of renewal. And that the mayor and CAO be authorized to sign the necessary documents. Who's you? Anybody? Eric?
I can speak on it. It's at the July 3rd meeting, there was a resolution to purchase the 2 garbage trucks. We didn't have in the resolution to finance it, and the director of financing was requesting that it go and be financed for a 5-year term. So that's why it's being forward to council.
So this is the one from from James?
Correct.
Oh, okay. I thought it was an additional.
No,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is the same price,
Yeah.
same trucks. It's just instead of purchasing it from one of our reserves, director of finance is requesting that it be financed over 5 years.
So Carrie, if we were to have additional funds in a reserve or come across some, can you pay it out or is it a 5-year term?
I believe if they can be paid out. I don't know that for sure, but I believe.
Seems strange to finance something that small, but
There's no fee to finance, just the interest.
And I think in his report, he's laid that out for you. It's on page 22 of the agenda. So he's got the principal value, the interest rate, amortization period, and then what the payments will be.
Yeah, I see that there. So it'd be, if we wait,
extra
take the
5,000.
whole, take the 5 years, it'll be an extra $5,000.
Yeah.
Which is, okay. Okay, so I'll make a motion to, as read, by Councilor Willis.
thank you, Councilor Goode.
I will second that motion.
So, yeah. Any questions? All in favor? Thank you.
You, 6.3, equipment financing for civil works and vehicle.
We're suggesting purchasing 2024 Chevy Blazer all-wheel, 4-wheel drive light. It's for the Civic Works supervision. The total cost is $41,318.50 plus applicable taxes. There's a motion here that states that, as well as financing of the $44,210.80 through Municipal Finance Authority. It's for a 5-year term with no rights of renewal. And we're suggesting or recommending that the motion also states that the mayor and CEO be authorized to sign this.
Motion,
I'll make a motion.
making a motion, second.
I'll second that motion, Mr. Mayor.
Elliot, last questions or comments? All in favor? Carried. Round bridge with. Garrett, do your fast.
Thank you. So we have a current project out right now that has gone up for tender and been approved to a contractor for the sum of $285,717. Unfortunately, this project, the engineering and such were not included in that price. So don't know exactly, so I think that all that was approved was the 285 initially. Sorry. Yeah, 285. So with engineering to date, that's been approximately $30,000 spent to date. 5,500 from an environmental company. And then engineering during the construction is going to be just under $50,000. So that's a subtotal of $371,843. I've also added in potential contingency. With these projects, what I've been finding, there's some error in some of it, so having a little bit something to fall back on is a good idea. So I'm asking for $100,000 over the original approved for this project. This was originally paid through the operation reserve budget. I did speak to James and he did say that an extra could come in.
I was just gonna ask, so the engineering that's been done to date has been paid from the operational budget you just said? Okay, okay, that's a James question. And to be fair, this is something you've just inherited,
That's correct.
so it's not a project that you were working on
No.
previously. So, I see that the recommendation is to use land sale reserves and Director of Finance isn't here, so is there sufficient funds to land sale reserves? Or is there anticipation that we can carry out? So,
This one. Very convenient. Or do we have says.
I don't see where it was allowed self-reserves on this.
Am I missing that?
No,
Oh,
that's
no,
the
that is
next
the next
one, the
one,
two.
sorry.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
This
This
that's
is
my
the
error. Okay, so this is just coming from the operational budget. Okay, okay. Because it's also funding that we we need. You can't avoid it. It's not like, oh, let's cut back.
Yeah,
The project needs to happen
That's
and we've already committed and not only the contractor, but to the engineers.
that's right.
So, okay. Very my bad on the.
No, that's. I like I have to do it. I'll make that motion, Mr. Mayor.
Funds are there.
Thanks, Councilor Wilson. Second.
I'll second that motion for the same reason. It's one of those things you just gotta do.
Councilor Elliott, any last questions, comments? All in favor? Thank you. Another one, 6.5 is clean application replacement. Jared.
So this project, I've just taken over as well. I believe it was in front of council for, this, I can't remember how much was, but, so
We
there's,
approved. We approved up to.
right. So there's a failure in the retaining wall on the Tulane Avenue. We got an estimate from the beginning. It was roughly $400,000 to do this project. We went to the province and received $400,000 for the project. But upon taking this over, I've noticed that engineering wasn't included. So this project went out to tender. We received 5 bids, Arnica being the lowest at $265,699.35. And so I'm asking that we could donates to that cost. Another $50,000 on top of that for contingency.
So it's 265 and then the engineering is another 200,000?
Yeah, so we got,
Yeah,
so we got a report from Watson Engineering on the state of the road. Right, so there's a section of the road that, for some reason, before the province gave it to the municipality, didn't fix. They fixed the part on one side of it, they fixed it part on the other side. So I took the report down to the Minister of Municipal Affairs, gave it to her staff, gave her the elevator pitch, and they were kind enough to grant us $400,000 grant to fix the road. And it was like super fast. Like, got notice, they said Friday, sign the papers Friday. So we got the money to fix it. It came before council, we approved we do this project, or we approved it for our. But what Jared's finding out is that in this, when Jim brought it to us, Jim didn't put in the total amount for just like the bridge. So what he's asking for is approve, which is within the budget, approve the Arnica to do the job, but ask for an extra $50,000 as a contingency because the total price of the project with the current engineering is $4,000. So let's raise it up to 50,000, so we have enough to cover all.
So it includes a contingency, I see, and then also the town purchasing the wall block.
yeah, so that has already been purchased,
Okay.
so
So I'm wondering if the engineering was thought to have been from a whole different funding source then. I don't know.
We have no record of anything else.
no, I'm not too sure.
Okay. Okay,
Seems weird that everything needs engineered, right?
Yes,
yeah,
it's typically built into the project cost.
That's what I mean. It seems funny. There's two projects that it wasn't included.
okay, so then the question would have been for finance, was the funds there, this one is the land sales reserves to do so I would say subject to that.
Carrie has looked.
I looked into it and it looks like we have.
So not in anticipation of something
No.
closing. Okay, perfect. Okay, question on that, so timelines, and when's it expected to start, and are you gonna be closing traffic and
Yes, it'll be close for about a month, but
Yeah, it's about a month. It's gonna be starting very soon, as soon as they can, so as soon as I can afford it. They want to jump on it very fast. The road will be closed, but we will detour down. By the store.
And then just the thought of like on Lime Street, you have those speed bumps, speed restrictors that are there. They look like they're temporary or could be moved. Is that something if the speed becomes a factor down that road that we can look at too
Yeah, most definitely.
for residents? Because I know that's also a pickup area for kids for school if this is gonna go into the September.
Yeah, definitely.
if we get the bridge job done at the same timeline as.
As much
We're
notice
gonna
as
have a
we
lot.
can give.
Yes, for sure.
And we're running out of construction time.
And when is the
There'll
bridge?
be a few.
Side note, but when is the bridge construction start?
In next month, I believe.
I think we want to start after this.
After.
Yeah.
That's
Then we wanted to do both projects just after, like, one weekend, so that we didn't interrupt all of that traffic while going.
Sure.
Great, well, I'll make that motion, Mr. Mayor.
I was second.
Last comments? All in favor? Side note to that. How many more projects do we have? That we're looking over? Massive, like, 3 more potentially. Do you need extra staff resources to go over some of these and see if they've got all the approvals? Or back in places, so we're not caught off guard on anything.
No, I don't think I'll need any extra staff, but I'm still working on putting all the things together.
So if you do, you ask Gary. And Miles will for next week, right? So ask Carrie and then Michelle or somebody. Take a look. Do it another job.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Council reports, I'll start with Councilor Elliott. He's all by himself.
Actually, been a fairly quiet couple of weeks for me on August 1st. I attended the pop-up market barbecue music fest or whatever it was at Veterans Square. It was great. Car was set up, they were doing their food. There were quite a few vendors there, and Taylor Mill Road performed. It's a nice time in the evening downtown. That's all I've got for you.
I have nothing. Mr. Moon?
I just have been working with a group in town that is organizing a community happy hour with mocktails, and that's gonna be this Friday, and it's TGIF. Mocktail party, if not, Top Tire will be there to do a barbecue as well. There's gonna be DJs, that's Luther, Data and Gallup in there and stuff.
I have a lot to report on. Did attend some meetings that were really interesting about FIBA coming to North America. And the amount of effort that's being worked on internationally, cooperatively across the border to figure out how to maximize the FIFA experience in Canada. It is the largest sporting event in the world. It's like Super Bowl on steroids times. We're pretty lucky that Vancouver is one of the host communities, but also Seattle. So Pacific Northwest is going to get bigger bang for their buck than I think a lot of areas because the two communities are relatively connected. All of the planning from Destination Canada and Destination BC and Washington State and those guys. It's not the initial rush of people that come. There's a lingering effect up to 5 years where you maximize your FIFA experience. So seems BC is farther ahead than Washington right now on how to deal with it. And I think that there's a lot of that is to do with the fact that BC has its own tourism organization, Destination BC, and we have a national Destination Canada. Whereas in the States, it's nonprofit, it's their tourism. So, but they are working on like border enhancements and ease of travel through some different stuff too. So, and using the rail system to back and forth between Seattle and Vancouver. So, some cool stuff there. Other than that, just regular stuff. I attended the Silva meeting today. And regional districts. That's all I got for the report right now. Correspondence received and filed. We have here 8.1 to 8.7. Just motion to receive.
Make the motion, Mr. Mayor.
Councilor Harris, Councilor Elliott. Comments, all in favor? Carried. And I correspond as request of Commissioner Friendly Communities recommendation that the information and contact for the Memory Cafe program be provided to the Recreation Events Coordinator to investigate the plan and plan the possibility of Memory Cafe events in the fall and winter. They've been doing these down in the Costin area quite successfully.
Sounds quite interesting, actually.
Yeah, George Bush goes and participates in them down there.
Perfect.
Since a lot of them are down at the Costin Hall. Seem to have a good response at the regional district. Comments, motion?
I'll make that motion, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, switch it.
Whatever you gotta do.
Hell, yeah. Any comments? All in favor? Carried, thank you, and with that, motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion first.
Councilor Center.
I'll second it.
Elliot, you guys didn't want to go home. All in favor? Carried, thank you, and anybody online, thank you, good night.